Growing older is a part of life that brings many challenges and changes. One of the most emotionally charged and heart-wrenching experiences that many elderly people face is the loss of respect or neglect from their own children. The feeling of being ignored, dismissed, or even disrespected by the very people you raised and nurtured can be devastating. However, it's important to understand that while this may be painful, it is not the end of the world, and there are constructive steps you can take to handle the situation with grace, dignity, and wisdom. In this article, we will explore the emotions that may arise when children fail to show respect, why this may happen, and most importantly, what you can do to stay calm and navigate through this difficult phase of life. Understanding the issue. It's not uncommon for elderly parents to feel abandoned, rejected, or even disrespected by their children. This problem can manifest in various ways. Your children may ignore your calls, refuse to spend time with you, belittle your opinions, or dismiss your needs. When this happens, feelings of hurt, frustration, and anger are perfectly normal. After all, you invested years into raising them, teaching them, and guiding them through life. But the dynamics of family relationships are complex and can change over time. Children may grow distant for reasons that have little to do with you personally, and the key to coping lies in understanding those reasons and responding appropriately. Why do children disrespect or ignore their parents? Before taking any action, it's essential to understand why this may be happening. Children may not always express their feelings openly, but there are several potential causes for their behavior. Generational differences. As people grow older, their values, beliefs, and expectations can sometimes clash with those of their children. What you hold dear may seem outdated or irrelevant to them. The generation gap can lead to misunderstandings and a lack of empathy, making it difficult for children to show respect. Stress and life circumstances. Many times, adult children are dealing with their own personal struggles, such as financial problems, marital issues, or their own children's needs. These stressors can make them less inclined to provide the attention and respect their parents may be seeking. Perceived lack of independence. If your children feel that you are overly dependent on them, they may begin to distance themselves emotionally. They might view your needs as burdensome rather than as part of a natural parent-child relationship. Communication breakdown. Sometimes, a lack of communication can be the root cause. If you have difficulty expressing your needs or feelings, your children might not fully understand what you're going through. Without open dialogue, misunderstandings and resentment can build up over time. Previous conflicts. If there has been unresolved tension or past conflicts between you and your children, this can negatively impact their behavior toward you. Past disagreements can fester, causing a shift in how they view you and potentially leading to disrespect or neglect. Personal issues. There may be issues within your children's lives that have nothing to do with you, but impact their ability to show respect. For example, depression, anxiety, or addiction can influence their behavior, making them less empathetic or responsive. Staying calm. The first step to handling disrespect. The first and most important step in handling this kind of situation is to stay calm. Reacting out of anger or frustration is understandable, but it often leads to further conflict and can damage the relationship irreparably. Keeping your cool is not about suppressing your feelings or pretending that everything is okay. It's about taking control of your emotions and making thoughtful, intentional decisions in how you respond. Here are some practical steps to help you stay calm. Pause and reflect. When you feel hurt or disrespected, take a moment to pause before reacting. Ask yourself if your response will lead to a constructive resolution or escalate the situation. Sometimes, walking away or taking deep breaths can help you regain composure. don't take it personally. While it's painful to be treated poorly by someone you love, try to remember that your children's actions may be more about their own struggles and less about you. They may not be intentionally trying to hurt you. Accept that you can't control their behavior. You cannot control how your children behave, but you can control your response. Focus on your own actions and how you can manage your emotions and actions in a way that promotes peace and understanding. What can you do to improve the situation? Now that you've established a sense of calm, the next step is to consider how you can improve the relationship and foster respect from your children. While there are no guarantees, there are certain actions you can take to help bridge the gap. Open a line of communication. Sometimes children don't even realize that their behavior is hurtful. Opening a line of calm, honest communication is essential. Express how you feel without being accusatory. Use I statements to avoid making your children feel defensive. For example, "I feel sad when I don't hear from you for weeks," is more effective than "you never call me." Set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries in any relationship, including with your children. If they are being disrespectful or neglectful, let them know what behavior is unacceptable. Explain that you understand they are busy, but you also deserve respect. Clear boundaries help prevent emotional manipulation and ensure your needs are met. Seek professional help. If communication and boundaries aren't improving the situation, consider seeking the help of a family therapist. A neutral third party can help facilitate open discussions and provide strategies for improving family dynamics. Offer understanding and empathy. Just as you want your children to understand your needs, try to understand their situation. Are they going through a tough time? Are they overwhelmed with their own responsibilities? Expressing empathy can help soften the relationship and remind them that you're on the same team. Focus on self-care. It's easy to lose yourself in the struggle of dealing with disrespect, but it's crucial to focus on your own well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, spend time with friends, and nurture your physical and emotional health. Taking care of yourself allows you to be better equipped to handle difficult situations with your children. Let go of perfection. Understand that relationships evolve, and perfection isn't realistic. Your children may never be the perfect, idealized version you envision. But that doesn't mean you can't find peace and contentment in the relationship. Letting go of unrealistic expectations can help you find acceptance. Finding peace within yourself. Ultimately, the key to handling this difficult situation lies in finding peace within yourself. It's natural to want your children to respect you and honor the bond you share. But it's also important to accept that relationships evolve and that people change. As you grow older, it's essential to remember that respect is earned through actions, not entitlement. If your children are not providing the respect you deserve, it's a reflection of their own choices and struggles, not necessarily a failure on your part. By staying calm, taking proactive steps, and focusing on your own well-being, you can navigate these challenges with grace and find peace, even in difficult circumstances. Moving forward. Letting go of resentment. Finally, it's important to understand that holding on to resentment can be toxic for both you and your relationship with your children. If your children don't respect or ignore you, it's okay to feel hurt, but holding on to that pain won't help anyone. Sometimes letting go of old expectations and embracing a new reality is the best thing you can do for your emotional well-being. Respect can be built again over time, but it requires patience, effort, and understanding. In the meantime, focus on your own happiness and emotional health. Seek out relationships with people who do show respect and love, and never forget that your worth is not defined by how others treat you. Growing old can bring many challenges, but it also provides opportunities for growth, reflection, and peace. If your children disrespect or ignore you, remember to stay calm, communicate openly, and focus on your own well-being. You are not alone in this experience, and with time, patience, and self-care, you can find a way to handle the situation with grace. Respect is earned, and while it may not always come from your children, it is always within your power to create a peaceful, fulfilling life, regardless of the behavior of others.